Well, today, as you saw from the caption, I am at the Scottish Rite Center in Savannah, Georgia. That's actually what it says there. You probably can't see it because of the sun, but anyway. So I'm gonna go in here, and this is a brand new facility, so I'm gonna go in here and give you a tour of it. Hopefully, obviously if you're seeing this part of the video, I must have gotten a tour, but I wanted to show you a little bit about this building and maybe a little bit about what they do here at Scottish Rite. Now I'm a General Secretary of the Scottish Rite in Columbus, Georgia, but this is the one the other side of the state. There's about 5, maybe 6 Scottish Rite centers throughout the state, and this is the one in Savannah. They've got a brick patio here. I say it's a patio. It's not really a patio, but it's concrete with bricks, and they sell bricks so you can be part of their big Scottish Rite double eagle logo here. But we're going to go inside and see if we can get you some more footage, because I'm just out here living the coolest life. This is a depiction of Lane of the Cornerstone at the Capitol building, the U.S. Capitol building here in D.C. And you can see he's got this, get the glare out of it. Right there is laying this cornerstone. Of course, it's George Washington. Again, I say it's a depiction because obviously they didn't have cameras back then. But if you go to the Capitol building, you actually have to get a tour in order to find out where this is, because it's not at the corner of the building, because the building has expanded. It's actually in the floor, but you can actually find this exact cornerstone, the one they're depicting here at the state Capitol building. It's really neat. So this is the library. It is the very entryway, I guess you should say, the foyer to the library that they have here. The hallway there behind me. People talking, but they've got a nice little entryway here to the library. And as you can see, it's still a work in progress. They haven't been in here long, as I mentioned, but they do have some stock of library. Again, this is a nice big open space if you wanted to rent it out. So by all means, check out Scottish Rite or other Scottish Rite centers in your area. They may be able to rent them out to you. This one here, because it's a newer one, comes with a nice big television. That's about, I don't know, 85 inch or something like that. So definitely the library is a nice big open area. They're always looking for Masonic books. So if you have any that your granddaddy has passed away and you got a big crate of Masonic books, take them to a local Blue Lodge or a regular Masonic Lodge or a Scottish Rite Center or a Shrine Center and donate them, and they can put them in a library like this, and then other people can still get some use out of those books. Well, in this room is their conference room. It's a nice big conference room. Now, let me say this. As far as the facilities goes, say you have an event and you're having a wedding reception, or you're having an office meeting, or you want to get someplace that's off campus from where your office is. Consider a Masonic building. Maybe pretty cheap. This one here, I know that they'll rent it out. Just got to call the center of this. For the Scottish Rite Center, just call them and they'll let you know what the pricing is. Typically, you're going to find that to rent a Masonic center, like Scottish Rite Cathedral or even a Shrine Center, is going to be a whole lot cheaper than, say, going to a hotel. And you can get these catered just like you can any place else. As I mentioned, you might already know from the other parts of this video, there's a full kitchen here. I didn't take you through the kitchen, but there's a fully staffed kitchen of all the pots and pans and all that kind of stuff. So if you need to actually come in here and prepare a meal, you could do that. But this is a really nice room here. The walls in the video kind of show it a little bit yellow, but it's really not. It's more of a brown. But it's really nice. If you get a chance and you're needing a facility to rent some space, or you're having a big corporate meeting, consider a Masonic Center. So again, as you can tell, this building is brand new, and the library and everything. The hallways are really nice. They're decorated with some nice pictures. They're pretty neat. I've actually seen this one here before. However, this one here I have not seen before. Real nice. Obviously, they have Masonic themes. From what I gather, there's three other lodges, or 2 lodges, that meet here in this building. This is actually a hat room, so if you got a hat like one of these, you'll get yourself a box that you can carry to the valleys, or you just leave it in one of the cubby holes they have here. Hey. Again, they've got nice pictures and some other older pieces here. I'm going to set my drink down here while I go in the main lodge room. Come on in. I've noticed these door knockers. Normally they have these on the front of the buildings. Outside the doors, actually got one inside too. And if you're Mason, you know why they got one inside. But this particular room, it's really nice. You can see the floors that they have here. Got a nice, good sized altar there. And the decor is just really nice. None of it's the antique style. It's newer, definitely, just like the whole entire building is. As with most Masonic lodges, as you've seen in the past, you know, you got your senior warden is going to sit here. You can always tell because of the 2 steps, but everything matches. It's really nice. So here are the columns. I always make a point of the columns because the columns are so different. There's not really a major manufacturer of the columns. You just kind of find someone to make one, or every now and then you can find a big manufacturer, but I've actually never seen them. I've never seen 2 columns that are exactly the same. They're always a little different with the ornateness that you have up here up top. But they're always going to have your 2 globes, your celestial globe and your, but they've got the terrestrial globe. Really nice. They've got a, as you can see, there's a screen that pulls down up there that they will use for displays. 3 rows of seating. The altar's really nice. And this one here has a candle per se, but they're electric. One of those sconces there. It's a really nice setup. As I mentioned before, in Georgia lodges, typically you're going to see the setup of the what we call our burning tapers, but you're always going to see them in this arrangement. In the one we saw in, if you see my other video that I have about DC, where they have all 3 of them are here to the one side, but this one is not. And normally when you find a kneeling pad here at the bottom, you're only going to be 3-sided. You're not going to see kneeling pads on this side normally. Just depends on what's going on. You can see my hinges here, which means this it's actually got a lock on it, so it locks. I say all the lodges meet here, but there's also, if you see a flag like this, you know there's a commandery that meets here. So this is a Richard J. Nunn consistory. So they probably, well, I guess this particular one is a flag, but normally a flag like this is going to be a commandery flag. This is actually a Scottish Rite flag, as you can see by the center. But the ornateness, it's really nice. This reminds me of the DC, the one if you check my other videos, the one in DC, theirs is more of a hieroglyphics type of look of Egyptian, but this one not so much, but it's still really nice and ornate. And this building was only dedicated, well, it was dedicated in 2021, so it was this year when it happened. But it's really nice. Everything matches really well. They've also, in most lodges, you'll see there'll be a piano of sorts. Sometimes there's an organist, sometimes there's not. In most of them, I would say no, you're not going to find an organist, but you'll always find an organ. So if you know how to play one, normally there's going to be one available. I hope you enjoyed this visit to a Scottish Rite Center here in Savannah, Georgia. If you get a chance to come see them or have an event here, I'd highly recommend it. They've actually got a nice full kitchen. The meal today was catered. The room that we ate in would fit, there was 11 tables in there that would fit 8 people, and there was plenty of space. So it was every bit of as wide as this room here. And then they've got a smaller dining room right over here to the right. Really nice facility. Just can't say enough about how nice it is. But this particular event today was about the KCCH, which is this symbol here and that symbol there that you see. We were giving the red hats to 4 members from our valley and several others from other valleys throughout the state. So this was our state meeting. It's called our investiture, is what we call it. But it was actually open to the public, and I was going to give you some video of the actual ceremony. However, because this is going on YouTube, I couldn't exactly get the signature and approval of everybody in the room to do a video with everybody in it. So which is why I didn't do any videotaping of the actual ceremonies. Normally it's a no-no to do any kind of videotaping of any kind of Masonic ceremonies. I mean, it's a major no-no. unless they have an open meeting like we did today. And a lot of our Scottish Rite meetings in Columbus, they are open to the public to come in. So if you're ever in Columbus, come by and see us. Not all of their meetings here in Savannah are open. Some of them are, depends on what's going on. But if you like this video, be sure to hit that little like button, subscribe, and hopefully if we don't see you down the road, we'll see you in the next video. Because I'm just out here living the coolest life.